So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 22 of strength. And I was talking to somebody yesterday and they said that on Kim Kardashian's Instagram that she was doing this movement. And so that's what inspired me today. So have your weights handy and we're going to start in standing. So come stand on your mat and have your weights. Yes, I'm good. Great. Awesome. So start by, and like I said before, if you're not using weights, you don't have to, if you're holding on to 2 tins of tomatoes, amazing, or 2 weights, okay? So just roll your shoulders, big circles. And as you circle your shoulders, just feel the difference between the left and the right. And also just the difference of having weights in your hands. Nice, circle in the other direction. Nice. So when I was rolling there, it was only my shoulders. Now, as you roll, let your spine move a little bit more. So my head rounds forward and then my chest opens up. So I'm exaggerating the movement now. There's probably a little bit more fatiguing on the muscles. I just noticed that. And then roll in the other direction. Big circles. So my head is moving, my spine is moving more. It's like I'm doing a little snaky, wavy spine. Nice. And then just twist towards the right. And then twist towards the left. And I'm trying to bring the back shoulder as far back as I can as I twist. My arms are still just hanging. Where do I twist from? Nice. And then just side to side. Without doing much, you're just leaning down one side, leaning down the other with weights on your hands. Nice. Bend your elbows. So if you have anything going on with your elbows, you can, of course, keep your arms straight. So bend your elbows, roll your shoulders, big circle. Let your spine move with your elbows bent. A little bit more organization needed. And then roll in the other direction. Elbows are bent, weights are just in front of you. And you're just rolling a deep circle with your shoulders. Nice. We did roll in the other direction. We did. And now twist towards the right and twist towards the left. For me, that's a more connected shoulder that's moving. I've got a little bit more lawnmower going on with my elbows, which just means that my shoulders are moving more. Nice. Side bend, side to side with your elbows bent. Nice. So stand to the back of your mat. Doesn't really matter. Stand at one end of your mat. And then have your arms hanging and lift your right knee up. And your right knee can lift up so that your toe is still on the floor, or lift your knee up so that your knee is coming all the way up towards in front of your hip. And then step the smallest step forward that you can, and then change your weight and lift the left knee up. And then down, right knee up, down. And you're really holding your center of gravity still. You're trying to be as tall and as steady as you can. Small, tiny steps forward. Nice. And then step backwards, small steps backwards. Which is harder for you, stepping forward or stepping backwards? How do you stay centered? Nice. Turn sideways and then take the biggest step sideways that you can. And then yeah, this one I'm not so sure about. Stand in the middle of your mat. Bring your feet a little bit out. So you're going to keep lifting your chest. So I'm going to bend my elbows and bring my weights to my chest and keep my face and chest looking forward. Bring my elbows to my knees and then rise up. You can keep your elbows where they are, or you can reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows, elbows to your knees. Rising up. Maybe your arms lift up. So elbows to your knees, keep your chest looking forward. Up. Elbows to your knees. Up. Elbows to your knees. Up. One more time. Elbows to your knees. Pause there. So my weights are near my chest. My elbows are really bent. My elbows are resting on my knees. And just breathe into your belly. Breathe into your hips. Nice. And then rest your weights on your knees. So my hands are a little bit more further away from me. And now bring the right weight down in front of the left foot. Both elbows to your knees. Left weight down. Elbows to your knees. Right weight down, crossing over. Left weight down. So you're not traveling up as you do this. At the moment, we're just doing the mobility of this move. How far over to the right can you go? How far over to the left can you go? Nice. So we're going to combine those two movements. So slowly rolling up. So bend your elbows, bring your weights to your chest. Bring your elbows down to your knees. Reach your right hand across. Both elbows to your chest. Rise up, both arms up towards the ceiling. Coming down. Elbows to your knees. Left arm across. Both elbows bend. Rising up. Bend. Right hand down. Bend. All the way up. Last one of these. Bend your knees. Left one down. Both elbows, both knees. Walk your feet a little bit wider. Nice. And then travel from side to side. So now your left hand is traveling right. But as your left hand travels right, your left leg straightens. How far towards the right or the left can you reach? Nice. One more time. Cool. Pause, both elbows on both knees. And then bring your one weight to the floor and turn both sets of toes towards the left side of your mat. So my left foot is turned and I have my elbow on my left knee now. And I'm kind of in a sideways lunge when I'm here. Bring your weight to your right arm and let it hang. And then just do a shoulder shrug here. So your shoulders moving back, shoulders moving forward, back, but I'm not bending my elbow. It's just the shoulder blade. And then draw a big circle with your shoulder. And then in the other direction. Nice. Back to center. Turn your toes towards the right. So now my right elbow is resting on my right knee. My left arm is hanging. And just let it hang. And then shoulder shrug. This side, my elbow wants to bend more. I don't have as much mobility in my shoulders, so I'm trying to compensate. So my elbow wants to bend to pull my weight back. I'm really just telling it, it's okay. It's okay. Nice. Roll a shoulder in a circle. Left shoulder circling. Right elbow resting on your right thigh. Roll in the other direction. Nice. Cool. Walk yourself back. Lift up both weights. Come all the way up to stand. So yesterday we were doing the twisting dancer. This time we're going to do the same side dancer. So lift your right knee up to wherever it goes and lift the left hand up towards the ceiling. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Right knee is lifted up. And then swing your right foot, right leg behind you and then draw both of them forward. So you can bring your left hand to a wall if you wish, or the stability of holding a weight above your head will actually anchor the pose as well. So I'm swinging right arm, right leg back, and then I'm swinging right arm, right leg forward. Next time you go back, pause. Maybe your left hand's on the wall. Breathe into it. Nice. Other side. Lift the left knee up, reach the right arm straight up towards the ceiling, or bring your right arm to the wall. Bend left knee, left elbow. Bring them behind you. Do you feel how the right arm holding a weight stabilizes the right side? Next time you go, pause. Coming all the way down. Nice. Come lie on the floor. All the way down. Have your belt handy. I might use it. I have a feeling I might use a belt. So come lie on the floor. And just sway your knees from side to side. Nice. And then get your belt and bring it around the right foot. And bend your knees so your knee's up towards your chest. And squeeze it in. So your right foot, the thigh is coming towards your chest. Your tummy is really in contact with your thigh. The heel is towards the ceiling. I'm going to draw my elbows away from my ears and draw my shoulders away from my ears. Nice. And then lift the left knee up and let it travel up towards the left wrist or forearm. And then slowly, like you're pushing a stone away from you, move through honey and find power in that left leg. And then bend your knee, but bend your knee with power. So it's like I'm staying contracted and connected. So don't just back with your left leg. How do you have power in both directions? Like something is moving towards you and you're resisting the weight of it. I feel that in the front of my belly, the front of my hip, that maintaining of resistance, even when I'm traveling back in. It's like instead of rebounding or hurtling through space and time, I allow a certain resistance in the leg, which gives me connection. Nice. We're going to do it straight. So swing the left leg straight up and then lower the left leg down. With resistance, swing the left leg up, lower it down. One more time. Left leg swings up. With resistance, feel a certain amount of contracting that's happening. And then pause just above the floor and just check that you are above the floor. So let your calf touch the floor and then hover just above it. Widen into the lower back. Pull your right foot a little bit closer towards you. Use your breath. Nice. Change. So left foot on the belt, right foot on the floor, and just bend your left knee. So your left knee is coming towards your chest. And you're using the weight of your arms, bending your elbows, drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Nice. And now let the right leg travel. So draw the right knee up so that it taps your right elbow. And then push like you're pushing a stone away from you and feel the resistance and the connection to power of your leg. And then slowly as you bend your knee, keep that power on as you bend your knee. And then push deeply down with your leg. Bend your knee, keep the power on. And then lengthen, pushing deeply down into your heel. So often what I learn on the out, I can apply as my leg travels in. So what engages as I push outwards, which is the easier idea of pushing? And how do I apply that learning and that knowing as I draw my leg towards me, connecting into the power of my leg? One more time, powerfully pushing down. And then you're going to swing your leg, but with resistance. Feel that you're moving through honey, that you're creating connection into the movement. Rather than using momentum, use connection and power. Nice. Next time your leg travels down so it floats just above the floor, check. Bring your left or right calf to the floor and then let it hover just above the floor. Pause. Nice. Release. Release your belt. And then if you want to wait, then grab a weight. If you don't, then you don't have to. So have one weight above your face, above your chest, okay, right? And you're holding onto it with both hands. And just begin to roll up and down along your spine. The reaching of your arms and the holding of the weight anchor the connection of the backs of your shoulder blades to the floor. Rolling up. Rolling down. So find that power in action here as well. So I have a sense of resisting so that I'm connecting to each part of the movement. I'm creating feedback as I move. Nice. So draw your right knee up towards you and let your right knee travel up towards your elbow. And as you do so, your bum is going to lift in the air a little bit. And then stretch your right leg long and out into zoomies. Bend your knee. Let your back lowers a little bit, but it stays floating in the air. And then lengthen your right leg long. You can bend your elbow towards your knee and then reach your arms long and out at a 45-degree angle. If you're using a weight, listen to your shoulders, as always. Move slowly, connectedly, powerfully. Next time you reach out into zoomies, pause. Nice. Bend your elbows, bend your knee. Left side, left knee comes up. Maybe your arms are straight up towards the ceiling as you do this. Maybe you bend your elbows and then reach your arms somewhere overhead, but you're listening to your shoulders. Create that sense of resistance in the movement so you're connecting to the entire range as you move. Last one, and we're going to pause. Nice. Drop your foot down. You can keep holding on to your thing if you want to, your weight if you want to, and you're going to twist from side to side with your knees. What information is different when you hold a weight above your chest and you twist? For me, it anchors the space between my shoulder blades deeply into the floor. And now when I'm twisting, it's not my shoulders lifting, or it's really deep into my ribs and my belly. Maybe we'll try gliders from this position. So maybe you have a weight, maybe you don't. Coming into gliders. So gliders is where the top leg travels towards the opposite side. So if I drop my knees to the left, my right leg travels up. If I drop my knees to the right, my left leg travels up. And I'm noticing there when I went to the right with my left leg, my shoulder blade popped off the floor. So I'm going to try and keep it on the floor next time I go there. So my knee doesn't travel as far, but I'm not prioritizing the movement of my knee. I'm prioritizing the connection to the floor of my shoulder blades. So interesting. When I prioritize my shoulder blades, I meet the lack of mobility on the left side. Whereas usually I just move my shoulder and pretend I can do it. It's amazing, isn't it? How we can compensate and accommodate movement. Nice. So lower your weight down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hands on your belly. And just pause. What is it like to really sink and deepen here? Notice that potency, that sense of aliveness in your body, like glory in it, because you were moving. You needed to move. You were connecting, you were balancing. And so as you pause, does something change in the momentum of you? It doesn't have to, but often something will when we bring our attention inwards and we breathe. Nice. So stay there if you can, breathing, connecting. Deepening in. How wonderful. Thanks for joining me, guys. Really lovely to be here. That was very yum. Yeah, I like that. So be well, be awesome, be you, and shine bright. Ciao, ciao.